When Shaheen Shah Afridi steered the Vipers to victory over the MI Emirates in a dramatic clash in Dubai on Tuesday, the race for the playoff was blown wide open.
Shaheen Afridi has produced a piece of magic.
Nick Pooran's team remain top of the table though, and will be hoping to get back to winning ways on home turf. Tonight they host the Sharjah Warriors, who come into this game full of confidence after back-to-back wins. Can Johnson-Charles and Mahesh Theekshana keep driving the Warriors forward? Or will Bolt and Bravo reassert MI Emirates' dominance? Welcome back to Abu Dhabi for match 18. It's MI Emirates hosting the Sharjah Warriors. The tournament is beautifully poised as we enter the second half of the league phase. MI Emirates remain top of the table despite losing their previous match to the Vipers. They'll be hoping to extend that lead today, but the Sharjah Warriors are currently in third spot. A win today would see them go level with MI Emirates. So it is all to play for tonight at Zayed Cricket Stadium. And I tell you what, there has been plenty of drama out here in the middle today. I know you're going to find out what I'm talking about when we head to the middle now. Alan Wilkins has got the two captains for the toss for this must-win matchup for both teams.
Yeah, it's very windy out here in the middle. It's a very grey and overcast night, but let's introduce you and warm you up to our match referee, former Sri Lanka top order baton captain, Rusha Mahanama. Change of captain tonight for the Sharjah Warriors. It is Lewis Gregory who's skipper tonight, and for the MI Emirates it's Nicholas Pooran. It's a home game, so you've got the coin, Nicholas, if you give it a spin. Tails. Tails is the call.
It is heads.
Heads. So, Nicholas, you won the toss. What are you going to do, and tell us why?
We're going to have a bowl first.
A bowl first. That's not a surprise.
Yeah, it's quite cold tonight as well.
So you've had a good run. You had a big meaty sandwich. You had a loss to start and a loss on your last match, but a run of 4. What happened in the last one? It was a last ball thriller.
Yeah, Dubai hasn't been really nice for us in terms of winning games, but we really fought. We fought really hard. We tried our best. That last ball could have gone anywhere, but there's a lot of learnings from that game. There was
a bit of a slow patch in the middle. Is there a temptation to get Tim David, someone like him, up the order?
It's definitely a temptation, but again, we try to play the situations the best way we can and try to give ourselves a chance in the game. And we did do that, and unfortunately, we wasn't the best team on the day, so that's fine.
Right. What about personnel? Any changes for today?
Yeah, one change. During the warm-up day, Brav kind of felt a little niggle. It's quite cold as well, so just taking a little precaution.
Okay, lovely. Nicholas, enjoy the evening. Let's bring Lewis Gregory in here. Lewis Gregory, all the way from England, so you'd enjoy this. What's the reason that you're captain tonight? What's happened to Tim Kohler-Cadmore?
Yeah, we got a few changes in the 11. It's all been sort of last minute, so it's been a bit of carnage over the last half an hour. But Pepsi's just got a bit of a headache, not feeling great, so he's not travelled with us today. Right,
I like his nickname. First time I've heard it. I like that. So right, you're captain tonight. It's a role that you're going to relish, look forward to.
Yeah, I've done quite a bit of it back home, so it's not too new to me. So the lads are on a bit of a heat over the last few games, so hopefully we can continue that momentum.
Yeah, a couple of wins. You've come away with a couple of wins in Sharjah. What about personnel for your side tonight?
I was going to say that's not the question I wanted.
Right, okay.
We got three changes. Guptill's obviously no good. Pepsi.
Yeah, he's out.
I can't remember the other one, but 3 changes somewhere.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. So you're batting first. How do you feel about that here in Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, I mean, we would have had a bowl as well. Obviously, it's pretty overcast and pretty cold, so there might be a little bit on offer early. But look, the guys have been playing really well up top, so fingers crossed we can get out there, get off to a hot start and put them under pressure.
Good. Enjoy the evening.
Cheers,
Skipper. Thank you. Lewis Gregory, captain of the Sharjah Warriors, but it's MI Emirates who've won the toss and they're going to bowl first.
Thank you very much, Alan. Let's take a look at what's coming up on Cricket Safari for you today. What is globally feared opening batter Martin Guptill scared of? Andre Fletcher reveals how he got his nickname, the Spice Man. And are the Warriors the dark horses of the DP World ILT20? Waka Yunus, Darren Ganga alongside me, and I desperately need some hairspray and a hair clip. It's very windy down here. I'd like to ask, it's not just chaos for my hair, it is chaos for the Sharjah Warriors. It's been absolute pant. It's been fascinating standing out here on the field, watching them operate the meetings. They are missing some key players, and TKC, their captain, Guptill, Joe Denley as well. I mean, it's a bit on.
Yeah. Well, the positive thing about it is a lot more players will get an opportunity from their squad to play in this contest. They're coming off 2 wins, so they're high in confidence. It will give them a chance to see what the depth of this squad has to offer. They haven't been batting well as a team. That's been their major concern. Outside of Johnson Charles, who's got about 200 runs, no one has crossed 100 in terms of aggregate runs for the season so far. So maybe it's an opportunity for a few other batters to step forward.
Waka, I mean, when you look at the Warriors and their prep for this game, maybe it'll take their mind off their opposition, who is, of course, MI Emirates, who are doing very well in this competition, sitting top of the table despite their loss against the Vipers on the last ball. They are a formidable side this series, aren't they?
They're probably the best side you can say in this tournament, and they're getting better and better with the time. So I feel it's an uphill task for the Warriors, because now they're missing their 3 men from the top 6 batters. If you lose 3 of them, suddenly I know it's an opportunity for the others, but it's a big miss. They, as the captain said, the Gregory just said, that they need a hot start. That's the only way they can go. They need individual performances. If they can get those performances, who knows? I mean, T20 cricket is very difficult to say.
It is, and it was a hot finish in that game against the Vipers for MI Emirates, and it could have gone either way. But what does a loss like that do to a side like MI Emirates? Does it just make them hungrier?
It's a side that has a lot of pride. So, like I said, after the first game of this tournament, when they lost, that was against the Capitals. They had a run of 4 wins in a row. Then that loss in the last game against the Vipers. This will be a more formidable unit playing against the Warriors. Their pride was dented, and you look at the reputation of players in this side, they're going to come with a different type of intensity.
Yeah, they certainly will. Right, well, let's see what they're playing on. We head out to the middle now with Natalie Germanos. Simon Dill for the pitch report.
Some tough conditions for the players to deal with today, with winds expected to register as much as 35 kilometres an hour. Something they'll also have to contend with is the one shorter boundary. To the leg side, 61 metres it is if you're bowling from this end. And then, of course, to the offside, 70 metres, so a little bit bigger to the offside. Now, somebody who's probably used to these conditions would think about this back to his playing days and think, well, I'm pretty used to this as Simon Dill. It's a little bit like New Zealand, isn't it?
A little bit. It's not playing havoc with my hair like it is with yours, thankfully. Look, swinging conditions, that's what we've seen here in Abu Dhabi. David Willey the other night was absolute prime example of it. 4 overs, 1 for 18, cutting the right-handers in half, getting the ball to swing back into them sharply. Been a little bit of seam movement as well. We've got some quality left-arm swing bowlers on show tonight when you think about Bolt, Faruqi, Jawadullah as well. So those conditions might be a little tougher with that breeze, but I still think there's enough in it. It'll swing around a little bit, might nip off the surface, but you get through those first few overs, I still think there's plenty of runs here.
Thanks very much. Yeah, it is very New Zealand-esque, this temperature as well, actually. Darren's not sure what to do with himself. He's a little bit cold. I'm going to have to give him a cuddle in a minute. But if we talked about, you mentioned that their batting, the Sharjah Warriors, not as strong, but their bowling, you'd have to say, has been superb. They've defended very well. Tekshana with his second forfeit in their last win. He is on fire. There's something about him, isn't there?
Yeah, I think the way he's used is also very critical. We know he's an all-phase bowler. He can bowl in the power play. He can bowl in the last 5. So I think it's important for this new captain, Lewis Gregory, to read the game properly and use him effectively. He can punctuate the innings with wickets. He bowls with good economy. He's an X-factor bowler. So how you use him is going to be critical as well for his success and for the Warriors' success.
There is no doubt that he is a match winner. I mean, he can win you match on any surface. But if you look at his performances, they have come in Sharjah, the pitch which offers a lot to the spinners. This pitch, I've seen Sunil Narayan the other day, he struggled, Imad Wasim struggled. So he might struggle, especially with all that wind going across, and I don't think it's going to be that easy. It's a beautiful surface where the run's going to flow.
It's going to be very, very interesting. So there's plenty of changes today for the Sharjah Warriors. One of them is no Martin Guptill. He's a superstar. I know plenty about him. Funny that, but do you?
Ooh, I really like Dal Mackney. Fiji. I really like Dal Nakni. Movie star. I'll say Mark Dale. Biggest fear. I'm not too fond of snakes, I'll be honest. Mumbai. I just like the city. Playing at Wankhede Stadium is probably one of the best atmospheres I've ever played in front of or been involved with. Just the love for cricket there is unbelievable. Ooh, good question. I probably can't pick just one person. I think having played in Rohit's captaincy, you know, admire how he's played his cricket. We're of similar age, and you know, to see him still going at this time and scoring runs is really good to see. And just the way that he's really pushed on as one of the premier batsmen in the world has been great to see.
What a lovely man he is. And I think the thing we find most interesting in these is when we're learning about the stars, everyone gets asked what they're scared of, but no one says their wife. So, what are you scared of?
I'm probably scared of that comment.
All right, we are going to take a short break here in Abu Dhabi on Cricket Safari. And when we come back, we are going to find out more about this man right here. How did he get his nickname, the Spice Man? We'll find out. Welcome back to Zayed Cricket Stadium for the big match-up here between the Sharjah Warriors and MI Emirates. MI Emirates bowling first. Talk us through this Warriors side, Wakar Yunus.
Warriors are always close to my heart. I lived a bit of my life there, so a big fan, but unfortunately not having those three big boys in the side can really dent them tonight. But they still got enough in the side. Dickwella is still there. He can be really useful. The new captain, you know, Chris Walks, if he gets going on this surface, he might just swing the ball in this weather and can really damage up front. And then, of course, Thikshana. Thikshana is the man. I'm really hoping that he'll deliver again.
Plenty of change for the Warriors. They were a bit of a mess, to be honest, as we came in today. MI Emirates, though, pretty settled, Darren.
Yeah, similar looking team used here today as was used in the last game. Mohammad Waseem, he's been in prolific form. Himself and Kusal Pereira, they've been formidable at the top. Andre Fletcher wants to get runs. He's getting starts but not carrying on. Nicholas Puran, Tim David, they round out the power in this batting, and their bowlers so experienced and skilled. Faruqi, Trent Bolt not playing today or not in the side. Mohammad Rohit will get a chance to lead a little bit more.
So Andre Fletcher is one of the big names for MI Emirates, but he's got the nickname the Spice Man. How? Where does that come from? We found out.
Good question. I'm the Spice Man. Danny Morrison gave me the name. The reason for that being because of my country, Grenada. In the Caribbean, we are known for as the spice of the Caribbean. I'm from that beautiful island, Grenada, spice of the Caribbean. Hence the reason why I'm the Spice Man. Yeah, I love Indian food. Actually, it's kind of similar to back home as well. So the guys, they use a lot of spices. We use a lot of spices also. So it's, you know, similar, and I don't find it that difficult when I'm in India. I've been to India a few times, and I eat what I get when I'm in India. I would love to get more runs, but not only with runs, I would like higher strike rate as well. So for sure this year, I'm looking forward to scoring as much as possible. And last year, I was very comfortable. It's a team where you can, you know, relax and just enjoy your game. So I don't see anything changing this year. So it's just for me to go out and perform.
Slapped away, spicy shot it was.
Funny enough, when I started, I was a terrible fielder. Very terrible. And you know, I must admit, Johnson Charles, who is my best friend, he helped me a lot with my fielding, you know, helped me with my confidence and everything. And from there, I was like, you know what, I started looking at Bravo. We all know how good he is in the outfield, and whenever I go out to field, I always want the ball, come to me. I always, urging for that ball. So that kind of helped me with my fielding, and I thrive a lot on it. And it's good when you do something in the outfield. I call it mad skill, and mad skill means make a difference. So once I make a difference in the outfield, that can help my team to restrict the opposition for a low total as possible.
Plenty of skill when it comes to that young man, Waka, and how much would he love to get a big score out here tonight?
Look, he's a character, and West Indies always produce characters in the likes of Viv Richard, Brian Lara, and one standing right next to me also. He is a modern day sort of character, and cricket needs it. Cricket wants to have this sort of cricket. He's a utility cricketer. You can give him wicket-keeping gloves. You can leave him out in the field. He's brilliant in the circle also, and can really, take the game away from the opposition. So he's a very, very important figure in the MI India.
Yeah, very versatile. You're basically describing me. Sorry, Darren, what were you going to say?
No. I just wanted to say the last game I had a chat with him. He was so disappointed he got out on 18 because he said all along that he's been getting good starts, not being able to carry on. He's hitting the ball well, so maybe today is the day he will get up. Just one correction there. I said Trent Bolt was not going to play. It's actually Dwayne Bravo not playing, and Odin Smith, the other West Indian, getting a chance to play in this MI Emirates team today.
Okay, well, I actually want to talk to you about Trent Bolt. He has been one of the match winners, really, for MI Emirates. He's taking wickets this season. He bowled well last season, but wasn't getting wickets in the wicket column. He is this time round. The matchup between him and Johnson Charles is the one I'm most looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, I think Johnson Charles sometimes is a little bit vulnerable, like all right-handers are, playing across the line of the ball with the ball swinging into him. I know that he hits the ball to the onside most times, and again, it's a swing that will provide a challenge for him early because, of course, they're bowling first, MI Emirates. So Johnson Charles, he's so critical to the success of this side. I mentioned it before. 200 runs, no one else with over 100 runs. If he scores, then they have a better chance of success.
How's Bolt going to use conditions tonight, do you think, Waka?
We have seen in Abu Dhabi, the left-armers have had a bit of success, and they have swung the ball. David Willey was the other day. He's a wicket taker. The left-armers are wicket because they target the stumps, and I think he's going to do the same. He's going to look to swing the ball early on and then probably cut it away to get the edges going.
It's going to be good to watch, I know that for sure. All right, prediction time. Darren, you are sitting at 100%. Do not get this wrong. You've gone with MI Emirates. I guess we know why. And Waka, you've followed suit.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter how much I love Sharjah, but the thing is, when I look at it on paper,
you're a traitor. You're a traitor. I'm going for Sharjah Warriors. Absolutely right. So MI Emirates have won the toss. They are going to bowl here first at Zayed Cricket Stadium. We take a short break. When we come back, first ball in this must-win matchup in the DP World ILT20.